You can now license 9 to 5, the musical, at MTI.
9 to 5, what a way to make a living. There's some time, it's less taking and more giving. Want to move ahead, and now that I can do it, better get my rear in gear and get right to it.
I have to say, this seems like this really weird thing you tell your therapist, you know. I had this dream, I wrote a Broadway show, and I'm sitting on stage next to Dolly Parton.
Well, we did have a dream.
I've never done a musical at all. I've never done anything like that. When Bob Greenblatt asked me, after all those years of 9 to 5, the movie, of course I certainly was familiar with all the characters, but he said, since you wrote the theme song, would you be willing to write a musical for Broadway? I said, Lord, I'd love to try.
Barely getting by, it's all taken and no giving.
But you all know the words.
They do know the words. So I really did get the script down even before I got the actual new script, which is basically the same as the movie.
Say one more word about me and I'll get that gun of mine, and I'll change you from a rooster to a hen with one shot.
You know, one of the wonderful things about theater, and particularly about musicals, is you can go in the characters' minds. You get to have songs where people talk about what they really think and feel. And so what happens is I think that my understanding of the characters deepened as we did the musical. I really got to know them even better than I did when I was writing them for film. I always feel that as long as people stay reasonably true to what's written, performance can really alter, you know? And sometimes when somebody does a different version of something, it becomes great and they find new things.
Don't you ever refer to me as your girl again. I am no girl. I am a woman. W-O-M-Y-N.
That's not how you spell
I am not.
You know, I would encourage directors and actors, you know, put their own stamp on it. No, you don't have to do an imitation of Dolly or an imitation of Lily. You know, you have to do that character. You know, there's not a reason she has to be blonde. There's no reason she has to be Caucasian. You know, I mean, just because that's how things were doesn't mean that's how things must be.
Get up and work, get up and work. Get up and work, get up and work.
But one of the biggest thrills of my entire life, it was just overwhelming to me, really, when they started in rehearsals and I was hearing all those voices and I was hearing my song, and it's like, wow. And just hearing all those great voices, those great singers singing my little songs and making them sound so big and so important. I thought, wow, did I do that? I thought, no, not by myself. It didn't sound like that when I had it. So, but it was just such a joy and such a thrill to hear that all come to life. It just overwhelmed me. I almost fainted when I first started. I'm serious. When I first started, it was just such a rush that it was just almost, you know, tipped my head over.
9 to 5.